it was a great ball game, and sometimes when you get in games like this, it's too bad the team has to lose. But I want to say congratulations for the phenomenal year that Georgia State had. I think how their quarterback was able to go out and do a gutsy performance on a torn ACL really speaks to their competitive nature, and it was a great win for us. Also want to say thanks, what a great experience for our players and coaches. The Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl is a great bowl, and I want to say thanks to the presenting sponsor, Nova Home Loans. And that being said, this team that we have this year has been a resilient team. They play together as a team, and a lot of big plays tonight, and there have been big plays all year long, but it capped off an excellent year, so couldn't be more proud of our seniors and the guys who are also up here on the stage with me. Questions?
Craig, it was Levi's first career start, and he went out there and threw for the most yards a quarterback's thrown for this season for you guys, most touchdowns, and he had a couple mistakes, but for the most part, looked pretty composed. What were your kind of impressions on?
Well, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. He was composed. He made a lot of big plays. Had a couple things that we wish he could have had back, but for a freshman or for any quarterback, I thought he played with great poise and composure. I want to say that Brent Vigen did a great job with him. Some people may think that was a bold step, playing a freshman quarterback, but it really wasn't. I think that was the right move, and it was a great experience for him. We're glad that he's here.
Coach, what did you like about Eberhardt's run after catch?
It was a big play. He kept on going, and that was right before the half. I think there's a lot of plays that were key plays in the game, but that one certainly changed the complexion of the game. And he's an excellent runner when he has the football. He's a complete wide receiver, and it was a big play for us.
That first drive for Georgia State, they moved the ball pretty quickly. I think they scored within about 2 minutes, and then after that, for the most part, you kind of shut them down. What kind of changed after that first drive?
Well, I think they anytime you go out and you're playing against an offense, sometimes the speed of the game has an impact, and they did a couple things with play action that froze us a little bit, and kudos to them. But I thought our players responded well. Coach Dickert and the rest of the crew did a nice job, and there was a lot of times today where our defense had to come up with some big stops, and they certainly did.
Alijah, what are your emotions like right now, man? This is it, and what a great way to go out.
Oh, man, they're all over the place. I don't even know, what to think right now. I'm just, happy, excited, sad. It's just all over the place. It's my last game, but it was just such a big game, to end the decade, off, with such a big game like this and getting the dub. I'm just happy for that and excited, especially for the new years to come. I'm just excited for the Wyoming program for the years to come, because I know they're going to be, these younger guys are going to be such, complete players, and they're going to bring a lot of success and a lot of dubs, especially like this one over here on the left. So,
where's that trophy going?
It's going into my trophy case with all my high school awards and stuff. So.
Alijah, you guys have lost 3 of your last 4 after you got off to the 6-2 start, and I know talking to a lot of you guys, it was important for a lot of other guys to win this game, just considering how you guys ended the season. How important was it for you, particularly, to win this game?
This game was really important. Just like I said, it's just like the end of the last game, especially last game for me. And after this, I don't even know if I'm gonna be playing football. After this, so. It was really a big game, for especially the seniors, just the last game, because some seniors, definitely don't even know if they're going to be playing any more football, So just to get this dub, especially for this program, this university, was very important.
Coach, I was talking to Rocket Jr. out there, and he just seemed so thankful about the opportunity to be a part of this program. What sold you on him?
Well, out of high school, we knew he had some pretty exceptional ability, but he kind of took a couple bounces along the way to get here. And when I had a chance to sit down with he and his father and really say, okay, where do you want to go? And if you're choosing to come to the University of Wyoming, these are our expectations, and we're not wavering on these expectations. And he committed to that. There was a curve that he certainly had while he was here. I believe this is beyond being an excellent player. He's leaving as a better man, and he's another guy that's really come in and meshed in well. And we're certainly excited that we've had a chance to coach him.
Max, I know you've been banged up a little bit this year, but I think Craig said coming into it, you were pretty close to 100%. How did you feel today, and what was kind of working for you, especially in the passing game?
I felt really good, just, getting back in the swing of things because, we had some time off. So, just, staying in the training room and, just doing everything that my coaches asked me to do on and off the field, I just got to do it right. So I felt pretty good today.
I thought he played pretty good today, too.
This is Xazavian. How do you feel like Levi handled things out there today?
He was a great leader, just a freshman, stepping up on the big stage like this, just being able just to do the things that a quarterback has to do, just knowing everything and, what everybody has to do on the field. My hat's off to him. And, I think Levi, just a lot of players on our team have a bright future, just, stepping up and, answering the bell when it's called.
From
Surprise
your
you?
standpoint, to think that you have Levi and Josh both next year, the type of quarterbacks that both of those guys are, I mean, how refreshing is that to you, to know you have those kind of guys to run your offense?
It feels great, just being able to know that you got, a lot of weapons on the offense, so everybody can get a chance, just to, make plays with the ball in their hands. So.
Did it surprise you at all, the way Levi played today?
No, everybody's going to have their moment, and when your number is called, like Coach Bohl says, just be ready.
Coach, all these seniors are really important to you, but Logan Wilson played his final game today. I know we talked about it a lot, but now that it's all over, what did that guy mean to this program?
Well, I think, it's a message, and all our players are important, and they come from all kinds of different places. But, it was said time and time again when I first got the job that you couldn't win with Wyoming players. And, Logan was kind of a skinny rascal from Casper, and, had a chance to visit with Coach Harshman along with Josh coming in. And Logan's really worked hard to develop his skill set, and I think he's going to continue to play football. And so I guess it's a refreshing example for a lot of our youngsters that are in the state of Wyoming that you too can have an opportunity. Maybe you're not going to come in and do the things that Logan's done, but we're always going to look for players within the state. And so it's been great to have the guys that are in the state, and I think Logan's really represented the state well.
Alijah, what did you think of the way that Georgia State's quarterback kept kind of getting up off the mat, limping around on that bad leg of his, and kept battling until the end?
Man, that is a tough son of a gun. At first, I was like, I don't even know, if he can even run on, his leg. I just didn't know that you could run on a torn ACL, really, and keep playing on it. But he was making, a lot of great plays, especially at the beginning of the game. Had a lot of big runs, and just, credit to him, just his toughness. I know we was hitting him a lot, and he just kept getting back up, and trying to figure out a way for his offense, to do good or score or something. But credit to him, though.
I'd like to make a comment that, when sometimes you hear that some bowl games are somewhat meaningless, you tell that to that guy that this was a meaningless game. And you had two really good teams that were out there competing.
Craig, at one point in the first half, you guys had 12 runs, 12 passes, which is balance from a play calling standpoint.
Well, I've listened to you guys telling us how we should need to be more balanced, and so.
Was that by design, or was that what they were giving you guys? Or?
Some of it you think you can project how a defense is going to deploy their guys, but they had a lot of guys in line of scrimmage and gave some opportunities for us to throw the ball, and we had been working hard on the pass game, and so that blend of run and pass certainly stresses the defense, and then some guys up here making plays like X, both in the run and the pass game, certainly helped.
Greg, in your mind, how crucial was that roughing the punter call there before the half?
Well, obviously it translated in some points, and one of the things you do whenever you're going to rush a punter, you kind of hold your breath a little bit, simply because if something does go wrong there, it's always been my experience as an old defensive coach. Once you stop them and something like that happens, the number of times that you give up a touchdown right after that's pretty doggone high, and that certainly was the case here.
Craig, I know you're really high on the latest recruiting class that you guys got. You you win this game to get to 8 wins. I mean, just how much does a win like this help the program going forward? Going into next year.
Well, nothing helps success like some success, and I think it sends a message to all our younger players. If you go out and work hard and you stay focused and you believe in the system, believe what the coaches are telling you, that makes a difference. And then also, I think there was a case in point. Some of our captains were talking last year at this time. We were bowl eligible and didn't get selected, and so that was a real point of emphasis. And then it was important for us to finish the year off strong. I think, we had some great wins this year, but to come off, you always remember your last win, and so this was a great capstone to an excellent season class.
For what you want to do with the program, to have so many sophomores, freshmen on your 2 deep, and to have the success, how important is that?
Well, I think, but we got to stay hungry. There's times that you feel, well, okay, we have all these pieces in place, but sometimes those are the things that come back and bite you in the butt. These guys up here are an example of hard work and determination and staying hungry, and that's going to be a big chore for me as a head football coach to make sure our culture stays hungry and focused, that we continue to take another step forward. We've got some unfinished business to do in our league, and we're excited about next year already.
Greg, you guys always play good defense. You run the ball, that's sort of your MO, but do you still have to develop, sort of evolve in the passing game if you're going to take the next?
Well, without question. I think, running the football is going to be important. That's going to be one of our trademarks, but, you can stop the run if you deploy enough guys up there, and this is where either through play action pass or show pass, it's going to be important for us to do that. However, we're not going to become something like Mike Leach in Washington State. I mean, that's just not us.
Elijah, we've talked about this a little bit before, but when you committed to this program, I believe they were coming off a 2-10 season, and now you've seen 3 bowl games. You win your last one as a senior. Just how much of a better place is this program in from where you first started?
This program just flipped. Like coming in 2-10 from that last year, I could just tell it from like the other seniors, the other players, like what was going on. They wanted to change. They wanted to be better. They wanted to get wins. And so for me, I kind of experienced that. I guess that 2-10 season, and in a way, I just kind of learned. Like Coach Bohl said, staying hungry. When your number is called and stuff, and just overall, we just need to do better. And this program has changed so much, since then, being bowl eligible for the last 3 years, that's been, really important. So.
You being for Wyoming people, it's important to see Wyoming be successful. But when you come from Colorado and agree to come to Wyoming instead of one of the Colorado schools, how important is it for you for Wyoming to be successful?
It's really important. I kind of got overlooked, by CSU, CU, like all of them, and I took the chance with Wyoming, and it was just really important for me to, make sure that this program is, does great and is on, success, the path of success. So.